Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back. I am the Gerbil and I'd like to share with you my Conquest 16 Sector 2 guide that I think is pretty good, hopefully better than Sector 1, where if you watched my previous video, you were probably one of everybody who pointed out that Morgan Elsbeth cannot be revived. Oops, I missed that very last line. I knew that, but I forgot. So I tried to make sure that this one does not have such glaring problems, and on my Discord and my Patreon page I have updated the infographic to properly reflect that with additional team and some ideas regarding ways to win with Elsbeth. But this is Sector 2, so let's dive in. I think that there are some really great ideas here that I haven't heard anyone talk about yet, so I really hope you enjoy this. And if you do and you get something out of this, you know what to do. Please, pretty please push that subscribe button. I do appreciate it sincerely. All right, so I've reformatted a little bit. I've got the feats on the left, I've got the feat objective characters that work in the middle, and then I've got some recommended teams over here on the side. So let's get started. First, a quick recap of the feats. You need to take 50 bonus turns. Okay, 50 bonus turns. This is going to be really easy, and you can probably do it in one battle. Sincerely, I'll show a couple ways of doing it. So bonus turns. This should not be confused with bonus turn meter or turn meter swapping. I've already seen a couple guides recommending Thrawn. If the game is coded the way this says, then that is not going to work. Neither is First Order Officer, Jin, Passing Turn Meter, etc. When you open many of their kits and you look at somebody, let's say like Wicket, for example. If you look at Wicket, it says very clearly that some of them take a bonus turn, or quote, an extra turn. Both of those, according to SWGOH Wikipedia, are distinguishably different. So like Wicket on his kit, I'm just gonna pull it over here real quick. It says Wicket, where is it? Right there. Wicket has a 50% chance to take another turn, reduced to 10% if the event is triggered the previous turn. That does not gain 100% turn meter. So that is similar across the board here. For example, Jedi Knight Cal, when he uses his basic, he takes a bonus turn. Maul removes one stack when he uses Seething Rage, removes one stack of that bonus, whatever it is on him. For each stack that is removed, he takes a bonus turn. So he removes the stack, takes a turn, removes the stack, takes a turn, until the stacks are all gone. Similar, Darth Vader applies a debuff, I don't remember what it's called, with Merciless Massacre on each of the enemies. And so what happens is he takes a bonus turn as long as the enemy he damaged had that debuff or whatever it is on them. Okay, so Thrawn is an automatic no. That's not going to happen. How are you going to get like all 50 of these potentially in one turn? Well, this is going to depend, of course, on the enemy and the data disks you're using. But if you can find a pretty beefy, let's say like a Phoenix squad, and you don't just get murdered outright, well, under Emperor Palpatine's leadership, you gain a lot of turn meter, not bonus turn, when you apply debuffs. So you go in with Palpatine and Vader, he's going to Merciless Massacre, and there's already 5 bonus turns. And then when Maul gets a turn, he's going to cleanse off all those stacks. There's you another 5 bonus turns. You put your tank tech over on Ninth Sister, Royal Guard, Shore Trooper, whoever you got, a Range Trooper, whoever your best Empire tank is. And then the weapon tech is on either of these friends so that you can ensure they get some extra turns whenever possible. More turn meter means more turns, means cooldown reduction through taking turns, so that they can repeat that process and just grind through. Now there are many other characters to get bonus turns, so not too big of a concern. Defeat 35 enemies with Morgan Elsbeth. Yes, Elsbeth, not Elspeth, as in Magic the Gathering. Thank you to everyone on Reddit who, instead of saying, hey, appreciate all the work you put into this, you criticized me very quickly for misspelling one of 360 characters' names. Oops, am I salty? Maybe. So anyway, 35 kills with Morgan Elspeth. Now, this one is pretty straightforward. The only way you get a kill with her is to have her kill an enemy toon. She's a tank, and she doesn't particularly do a whole lot of damage. Thankfully, there are a lot of ways of increasing that, starting off with Asajj Leadership, who gives all Night Sister allies, right here, she's a Night Sister, 30% offense. But in addition to that, we can use other characters who are going to, for example, Master's Training from Yoda is going to give her an additional 25% offense. You can spread buffs around all day long with Yoda. You can give offense up, critical chance up, speed up, so she takes more turns, hits harder, does more damage. You can, if you get 3 stacks of Beskar armor, she can have, as a tank, she'll have 100% counter chance, which means she's going to hit more hits, hopefully means more kills. Weapon tech, so she takes more turns, more hits, more kills. And of course, this is a great opportunity now to talk about our boy Padawan Obi-Wan. If you get his Omicron, I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to apply it. This one feels utterly painful, but if he has 50% stamina or more, when he uses a special ability, I believe it is, he's going to give the entire team speed up, crit chance up, crit damage up, offense up, potency up, accuracy up, health up, protection up, I think. Basically all the ups. So that means she's going to be really high on uppers. And then whenever an enemy takes a bonus turn, and the enemy ends their what is it? He has a 50% chance to take a bonus turn whenever an enemy ends their turn. You know that bonus turn thing? Isn't it interesting that we are asked to get 50 bonus turns? That was deliberate from CG. Anyway, he's going to be spreading an insane number of buffs around just by using his abilities. The thing is, you don't want to kill anyone with him. You want him to hit really, really hard, and then you want her to kill the enemy. That's going to take some timing and shenanigans, but it's doable. All right, next up, gain alert 20 times. So there is only one character, as best I can tell, who has the alert mechanic, and that is the Night Trooper, who is also a Night Sister. How does it work? It's a cooldown of 3, and it seems to only give himself the buff? I'm not entirely sure. This squad is really confusing to me, and I've read it a few times, and I'm just not seeing if there's another way to get it. So I will be investigating this one more, and if something pops up, I'll let you know. But it's Night Trooper. Attempt to inflict breach 50 times. I would like to point out that none of these say in a winning battle. That means you can go in here and just take a lot of bonus turns and die, and hopefully they'll trigger, right? Gain alert until you clock out. Hopefully that'll work. Maybe it's possible to do this in one battle. This one is definitely doable in one battle. This one is 100% doable in one battle. This one is probably not, unless we get an enemy Night Sister squad with Night Sister Zombie or something, but CG doesn't like to do that. So Breach. Breach is not hard. Breach is going to be pretty simple to get. There are only 6 characters in Conquest who can apply Breach. First off, you got AoE breaches from Paz, Scion of Jango, and Jedi Master Luke. Paz and Luke are going to be my go-tos for this one. You have a single target breach from Master Qui-Gon, who is outlined in blue, which means he has a global feat. Survive, whatever it is. Where is it? Right here. Win 15 battles with Master Qui-Gon. So he doesn't have to survive. Oh yes, he does. He does have to survive. Sorry, he has to survive. So you're going to want to probably protect him if he's low gear, but that's pretty easy with Luke and Watt, and I'll show you some teams in a second. Now this one is interesting. Fifth Brother. So he has a unique ability. It's passive. Whenever you are playing against Jedi, when the Jedi use a basic ability, Luke applies AoE ability block, and I don't recall if this has conditional on an entire all Inquisitor squad. But even if it is, Inquisitors are pretty good against Jedi. They actually are, especially if you have Reva. Whenever they use a basic ability, he automatically applies Breach. So if you run into like a Kenobi squad or even a GMY squad and you've got decent Inquisitors, or you can protect him, he doesn't have to do anything other than make sure the enemies take turns, and you'll be racking up breaches. So that's pretty cool. These feats are not that hard, actually. The global feats are staying, of course, they're global. Win with Night Sisters, get a bunch of staggers, win with Imperial Remnants, win with Gungans. I am not going to explore that in this sector. Gain massive, and then win with Qui-Gon surviving. So what are some other teams? Well, we already talked about this one right here, the bonus turn. So let's look at some others. This is going to be very limited out there. I've looked at the data. Not a lot of people have this at a capacity or geared at a level that they can actually use it. But if you do, you will get your alerts from Night Trooper right there. You'll get your bonus turns from Death Trooper whenever he kills an enemy with, I don't remember if it's any kill shot or a specific ability, he'll take a bonus turn. So if you can line it up, he may be able to take 4 bonus turns per match. And then of course the global feat in blue is win with all Imperial Remnants. So this one is a maybe. I'm not super sold on it because like in Sector 1, you've got to use him, which means you're going to have stamina issues if you're trying to like crunch these out really quick, or you're going to have to spread this out over the course of the Conquest. Now, these are 3 interesting squads. Now, I will be engaging probably with this one, but this is going to depend very much on your gear level and your familiarity. But basically, Breach is going to be attainable from your Jedi Master Luke. He has the AoE Breach. And then down here, Qui-Gon, as we just discussed, has a single target Breach. Bonus turns will be achieved through Grandmaster Yoda. Every time he does his first special, I believe it is, he will take a bonus turn. Morgan kills Elsbeth with a B. She's in there. You're going to have to time them in any of these teams. So build up as much buffs as possible on her to make her thick and strong. Then time your kill shots. Hide behind Jedi Master Luke if possible. That comes into play right here. You put your tank tech on him. Maybe you put like the data discs where whenever you inflict a debuff or you gain a buff or you attack out a turn, then you heal your health and protection. Or you get the defensive formation where you have like, I don't know, anywhere from 100 to 300% defense or something. There are a lot of data discs that if you go for defense routes, then this right here with tank tech become just stupidly hard to get through. So you get all your alerts by slow grinding right here. Hopefully you get some Morgan kills, and you definitely can get all of your breaches in one battle if you need. Now, if you really, really want to be hyper efficient, then you can try all of this in one go. Breach, alert, Morgan kills, stagger with Master Qui-Gon down here. This is actually something I will be striving for. I am a little lucky. I have a Relic 9. Yeah, and I'm probably, like I said, going to do that, even though it hurts. Omicrons are sincerely hard to come by. But for I think most people, this top one is going to be really effective because to get any kill or to do the majority of the damage, you'll use Inherited Teaching with the 3 different Jedi. You'll put the Master's Training right here. You'll put the crit damage, crit chance over here. And then Yoda keeps spreading buffs out from anybody else who gets them. And then you time it so that she delivers the kill shot. I think it's very viable, but it's going to depend, of course, on your gear levels. Now, next up, this one I am not so keen on. There is a lot happening. You may want to modify the team based on your roster, right? So please don't put in the comment that how do I expect you to actually get bonus turns, alert, Morgan kills with Night Sister and Stagger. I don't. I really don't. I don't expect that. This is just showing you what you may want to do if you have the characters geared up, and if not, then build the team that works best for you based on your roster. But bonus turns we're going to get from, oh dear, who's going to get the bonus turns? I don't remember. Maybe nobody. That might be an error. I'll have to double check on this one. But we're going to get the alert from here. We're going to get the Morgan kills from here. They are all Night Sisters. Excellent. And then we're going to get Stagger from here. I actually don't know who was supposed to get bonus turns. I probably had Death Trooper Peridia in there. I'll fix that. And then this is a team that a lot of people will have, especially if you are chasing Bo-Katan Mandalore, which I highly recommend. You open with Maul, and he just takes a whole bunch of bonus turns. You've got an AoE breach right here from Paz, and then you've got an AoE stagger right here. So there's this is one that, I mean, you can knock out those staggers in one match. Also, if you don't kill your enemies too quick, you can knock out all of the breaches with that in one match again, and you could knock out all the bonus turns. So it's potential. It is potential that you can get 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's 100 staggers. That's gonna be really hard. Maybe not. Maybe not. You'll probably get like 50. But it's potential. You can get 2 full feats in one battle right there. So, folks, I want to stress again one more time. I'm not saying that this is necessarily going to be easy. I'm saying it's going to depend on your roster, and I'm just trying to give you some heads up of viability, synergies, options, and this is what I'm going to be doing. So I hope this works for you. Once again, if it does, please smash that like button and hit the sub. Like, really, it's free. Even if you don't watch that many of my channels, it just means I'm going to drop in your sub list and you'll never see my thumbnails again until you search for me. But it still helps me. It really does. I take a lot of the revenue, which is very little, from this channel, honestly, and I'm just putting it into college savings for my son. He's 6, and I also take a little bit of this money and I dump it into my channel so that I can experiment, learn, and practice, and that's also why I've got that Relic 9, but then I try to share my findings with you to help you get better also. So see, your free contribution of a sub really does help me and you. Yeah, amazing. Imagine that. Anyway, I don't know. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. If you see a problem on this, be kind and definitely let me know so I can fix it. And I will catch you later on the tables. Bye-bye.